Hello everyone. Today we are going to be reading from The Wheel of the Year. About Samhain. A year ends, a year begins. First season. Your journey begins on October 31st with Samhain, the witch's new year, and the midpoint between the autumnal equinox and the winter solstice. The word Samhain is Irish, meaning summer's end. Samhain represents the third and final harvest of the year, where the remaining produce is stored to provide nourishment during the coming winter. In addition to the storing of winter provisions, Samhain had agricultural significance in other ways. In Ireland, it was the day on which pigs were killed and when cattle were moved from the mountains into protected pastures for the winter. The identification of Samhain with the beginning of the new year comes from the Celtic tradition of each day beginning at sundown. Y'all, I swear I can read. Just as each Sabbath festival begins on the eve of the celebrated day, so too does the year begin with the advent of winter. In addition to archaeology, early Irish accounts suggest that Samhain was also a festival when alcoholic beverages were consumed. Several great legends that include references to intoxication are all said to have occurred on Samhain. Among them are the Fais Timro, inauguration of kings, and the adventure of Nera. Remnants of wine or making equipment have been unearthed, but curiously, no accompanying storage vessels like those often found in Greece. This suggests that the harvest grain was fermented and then consumed throughout the Samhain season. On Samhain night, it is believed that the dead walk in that fairies covert, causing both magic and mayhem. In Ireland, a great bonfire was lit on the hill of Tlachga, which was the funeral site for the progeny of Partholón, one of the first divinities of the land. Samhain is the time of the Cailleach, the crone who rules the winter season. Offerings and sacrifices were made in her honor. So what do y'all think so far? I'm not gonna read everything, but I'll read. That was like the intro, and then there's some subtitles. Oh my god. I will have to edit that. I hate editing my videos. Oh my god. The next subtitle is The Feast of Samhain, Celestial Events, Phoenix and Pegasus. Yep, we're reading that one. The autumn equinox has long passed and the sun makes the journey south along the ecliptic, spending less and less time above the horizon. The approach of winter is palpable. Now, there is a chill in the air and the days are noticeably shorter. If you are brave enough to venture out on Samhain night, and if it is a moonless night, you'll find an enchanting array of stars emblazoned across the celestial sphere. Rising along the southern horizon, Phoenix, in obscure constellation, spreads its wings into the night sky around 10 p.m. Although the constellation will never fully rise in the northern hemisphere, most of it can be seen only at Samhain, remaining true to its elusive mythological nature. It is also a significant Samhain observation as the phoenix is a symbol of death and rebirth. Search the sky along the horizon directly south, appropriately enough, the direction associated with elemental fire. To find Phoenix rising, the brilliant star Fomalhaut, part of the constellation Pisces Austrinius, serves as your guide. Just above the treetops, Fomalhaut will be above and to the right of Phoenix's wings. The phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its own ashes, once every 500 years, is self-created through parthenogenesis and is said to complete the cycle of death and rebirth through fire. It is described as a gigantic bird with resemblances to the peacock, pheasant, and eagle, with a prominent crest and spectacular plumage that includes all the colors of the rainbow. An extraordinarily gentle creature, the phoenix is said to feed only on air, which incidentally is also the food of fire. Descriptions of the phoenix appear in several different mythologies, Egyptian, Greek, and Mesopotamian among them. In Egypt, the phoenix is called Bennu and is depicted in hieroglyphs as a heron-like bird. Y'all, I don't know why I can't read today. Sacred to Osiris in Ra, the Bennu makes its home inside the obelisk and represents resurrection and the morning star. Its ashes are said to ignite in Heliopolis upon the altar within the Temple of the Sun. Varying across, say, the Greek historian Herodotus observed the living phoenix, while other versions claim that he never did see the bird, but that its fantastic reputation inspired him to include references to it in his writing. Yo, this is hard today. Then we have the window of Pegasus. I'm gonna read all of them first, and then we're gonna continue with the Pegasus ones. The tragic and joyful maiden and mother, meditation, phoenix rising. Ritual, set yourself free. Astrological influences, the reign of Scorpio and the age of introspection. Legends and lore, the story of Tamlin. Meditation, descend to the realm of Hecate. Ooh. Not my dog's barking again. Ritual, remembering the dead. Every time I fall, they bark. They are so quiet the rest of the day, and then boom. Practical craft, carving a magical lantern. Pentacle template, the dead supper. Samhain treat. Okay, the window of Pegasus. The phoenix is not only a mythical winged creature that appears in the sky at this time. One of the most spectacular and easy to recognize constellations in autumn is Pegasus, the winged horse. Around 10 p.m. on calendrical Samhain, October 31st, the great square of Pegasus will be very close to the zenith, the point directly overhead. Pegasus is visible when facing south and is characterized by 4 second magnitude stars. These 4 stars, Alpheratz, Sheet, Algenib, and Markov, make up the central window. That is this constellation's most recognizable feature. On a clear night in the city, the window of Pegasus is easily spotted, but on a clear and moonless night in the country, that same window reveals dozens of stars. Looking through the window of Pegasus is akin to looking back through time. What you are actually seeing in the edge of your galaxy and all of the history that it contains. The light of the stars you are seeing has traveled billions of miles through space to reach your eyes. Pegasus appears in several myths of the Greek pantheon as an invaluable ally to conquering heroes. Some versions claim Pegasus was created from Medusa's blood when Perseus killed the Gorgon. Perseus rode Pegasus when he rescued Andromeda from the sacrificial rock. She was chained as an offering to Poseidon's monster so that her death could atone her for her mother's vanity. Pegasus appears again as an aid to Bellerophon in the killing of the Chimera. Pegasus is a bringer of inspiration. The sacred spring of Hippocrene on Mount Helicorn, home of the Muses, was created where his hoof struck the earth. Allow the magic of Pegasus, that's a Barbie movie, to inspire you as you gaze through the window of his body. Reflect on your own sacred origin and know that these images too are right now traveling through the fabric of space. Keep in mind that both the phoenix and the Pegasus are winged creatures. Allow your imagination to take flight, be bold, and feel free to reinvent yourself at this time. That's so cute. Okay, now we are done with that. That was a little bit about Samhain. Oh my gosh, my lip gloss, my hair. Anyways, there's like 50 pages of that chapter, so there's no way I would have been able to get through all of it. I think I read y'all like 3 pages. Granted, it takes longer to read out loud than just read as you read. I don't know. Quietly, I suppose. But yeah, I hope my dogs were not too obnoxious in this video. And hopefully you guys were able to actually understand what I was saying, because some of those words were really difficult and I feel like that was not helping. Oh my gosh. See, then I want to like re-record this video. But I'm like, no, I've already done it. But the dog's barking so much in the background drives me insane. So yeah, that was the Wheel of the Year. I tried to do one of these for each of the holidays. Just a video talking about it for 10 minutes or so. Unless you guys want me to read the whole chapter, which could take like hours. They'd be like parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, I don't know. Just let me know. Bye y'all.